All right. So I think it's really cool that this thing here is still going on. You click on that, it takes you to this page. And when you scroll down, you've got this part, the 50% off Forget Me Not artist stores. So you include any quick grab item and and then if you have one of these in your cart, a quick grab item, then anything that's in this list is $1.99. Anything in this list is $3.99, and anything in this list is $6.99, and anything in this one is $9.99. And now they're all incredible deals. It's all way above and beyond what these prices are. But the neat thing too is, well, you can do this over and over and over as long as you don't run out of quick grab items. But you can only get one thing from each list per time. So you grab one of these, and then one of these, or one of these, or one of these, or one of these. Okay, and then you can, after that's done, you can come back and do it again. And so I did that a few times. Anyway, I got to show you this. So I got another Sixus One Media legacy item here. And when I install these guys, I install them to my poser content because that's what they are. But like with this guy and what I'm going to do with all of these guys, but with this guy, it's already done, is you go with him selected, you go edit, figure, rigging, and um, convert to weight mapping, and it wouldn't work on this guy because I already did it. And then you either pick triax or general weight, and in my experience, both work great. And what that'll do is if I save it as a support asset and a figure asset, and I saved it into my Daz Studio library instead of my poser library, now he actually becomes an actual DUF actor. Okay, this is an actor right here. And I just loaded him in just to show what he looks like when he first loads up. That's his zero pose right there. I'm going to hit undo because I already have one in here. And in my little library that I made for him, this is under animals and then Sixus one. I have the Hunter Fiend, and then I have his anti-blocks that came with him right here. And you see, I didn't make the icons for them yet, but that's coming. I have Bakashi, and I didn't put Sledge in here yet, but that's coming. And I'm going to just keep collecting these guys because they're really, really cool. So this guy, one of the anti-blocks that comes with them, this one is all fours, stalk, and growl. And if we come into the timeline here, actually, I never baked it to the timeline, so it's all still in here that I have in there. Okay, so if I play that, it plays like that, right? Which is actually a pretty cool animation. Oh, and just to let you know, they don't come as anti-blocks. They come as poser PZ2 animated pose files. But so I loaded it onto the this guy and then save it as an anti-block, and you see that this is at 50% of its original speed. So I slowed it down, and it turned out really cool. And then also in my content library, I'm into this thing where while you're in the middle of a project, it's nice to have a place where you store things that you want to use readily. And so I have these little folders here, and I'm teaching that in my course right now. But um, when we come down here, I have Lantio's Cave Builder, and this is a little vignette that I made using the Cave Builder kit. I put the whole kit uh, in. in this little temporary library I have here. But inside here, I actually have this little vignette that I put together. And so then in here, I put that's three of these vignettes in line, and then I just put that in motion along the Z axis. And if you look here, we can see how I have the camera moving. I think you can see that. So the camera is kind of actively following his face around. And it turns out pretty cool. But now, when I first loaded in this guy from the poser library, he didn't load with any normal or displacement maps, but he certainly comes with them in his folder. So, like just for example, let's go to his skin here. When I converted these to Iray, I added the normal map and I added, I believe DM is for displacement map. So that's where I put it. And then I just set the displacement strength to 1 and left this at default. And check out the detail on this guy. He looks fantastic. And I didn't really spend any time on these Iray shaders. It was just a real quick and simple thing, and I'm planning on revisiting that and, tweaking on it. But for now, I mean, he looks great. And so now I'll just show you how this render turns out. I just wanted to come in and show you guys just because these have been around for a long time, like since back in the Generation 4 era with Michael 4 and Victoria 4 and all that stuff. And still to this day, their sculpts are so well done. And then when they when they optimized them for Poser, they did such a great job of bringing it down to the right amount of size, and then making the texture maps the right size, and making these incredible normal maps and displacement maps for these guys. Expert job by Sixus One Media. So yeah, well, without further ado, let's just take a look at how cool this guy looks. You guys have a good day. Ciao.